Hello and welcome to EGW Writings Tech Tips. I'm your host, Darryl Thompson. Thank you for joining us today in another of our series on learning how to use the EGW Writings 2 app on your iPhone. Now today we're going to take a look at the reader and how it works and operates on your iPhone. And the best way to do that is to dive right in and demonstrate how to do it. So you can see here that I have the app open on the home screen. And if I'm going to navigate to the reader, I like to go into All Collections and let's pick up the books bookshelf. And I'm going to scroll down to, let's say, Christ Object Lessons. I open up the book and you can see here that you're given these options. I can read, I can listen, I can buy the printed book, I could download the EPUB, the Kindle, the PDF, the MP3, or I can even click on and subscribe to it to receive it as a portion daily. But today we're just going to go directly into the reader. So I'm going to click on Read. Now, when you click on Read, it will take you to the table of contents. I'm going to start right there at Chapter 1. If I want to get back to my table of contents, I can tap right there on the graphic and up pops my table of contents. And you notice I can just tap on one again and it will load. Now you see here it does a crop of the book cover. So whenever you're navigating through the app, you notice how, as I scroll away, it collapses. And if I scroll back up, you can see it comes back. And if I scroll back up and then give it one more scroll, it automatically loads the table of contents again. Now I can access the table of contents at any time by just either scrolling back down and tapping the title bar, and you can see the table of contents are there. Or I can tap on the screen and it will hide, tap the screen again, and it will show. Now, if I want to go through and look at the different options of fonts or sizes or colors, this is accessible all right there, also in the header where you see the capital A and lowercase a. I tap that up and here is my reader options. I can share the current location, I can listen, I can go back to the About screen that I was in before. I can, when I'm in here, change the background colors, and currently we're in dark mode, but I can do dusk, I can do day, or I can do dawn. I can also change the font size here. So I can increase it anywhere up to font size 72, which is rather large, or all the way down to size 16, depending on what you like. Now, I set it in around about that size there. You can also change your font. The San Francisco font is the default font, and you can scroll across here, backwards and forwards, and choose between all of the serif and sans serif fonts that you like. Now, Helvetica used to be a traditional font. It's a little thinner of a sans serif font, or if you like a serif font like Times New Roman, you can use that. It's up to your choice. A traditional font is like E.B. Garibond, or you can, have Slabo or Devangari. Whichever font that you like, you can choose. I'll just switch it back to the default San Francisco, which is the default font that Apple uses these days. So that is your little options that you have there. Now, just remember, as you're scrolling through here, I'll just pick it up, you can see that at the end of each paragraph, you have this little tiny translation bubble, and that enables you, within the reader, to split screen between another language and English. So here, you'll notice in the reader as I scroll down, how it's keeping in sync with Christ Object Lessons in German. And when I'm in my split screen on the iPhone, if I want to go back to full screen for the book, I can click the back arrow here and it takes me back into the full screen. Now, so when you're back in the reader here, you'll notice that when you scroll, that it just hides and collapses the cover into here. So as you read through or you open up your search results, it's really nice because you can always tell which book you're in. So see how as you scroll through each chapter, you see partial of the book cover in the title, and then you can see the chapter title right here. And then as you scroll up, it collapses. And then you can read away. If you want to come back, you just tap the screen or scroll back up and it collapses and shows. Okay, so that is the basic operation of the reader within the app. If you happen to not like the cover showing up at the top, and I happen to like it, but you may prefer not to see it, you can go into settings, you can go down into the reader, and you can disable chapter cover. So if I disable the chapter cover, now you can see it's disabled. So if you want to re-enable the chapter cover, you just turn that off, and now the chapter cover is back. I happen to like it because, if you just get to the top and you do a second scroll, as I said, up pops the little pop-up for your chapter navigation, and at any stage, it's right there at the top, and you can come back and navigate again. All right, so that's how we use the EGW Writings 2 app to navigate through the pages within a book. Thank you for joining us. I hope those quick little tips showed you how to use the EGW Writings app more easily to fit your needs and your style. Thanks for joining us. Have a nice day.